Today on Santa Monica Update.
The City of Santa Monica holds its first open house where community members can ask city staff about new developments and upcoming projects. I'm Yana Kay. The details next.
If you like decorating, we'll show you how you can volunteer to fix up other people's homes.
Bringing good energy and good people was the name of this game. And while the NFL makes for the biggest sporting event of the year, the competitive and charitable doings were given one bowling pin at a time.
We'll have these reports and more news about the City of Santa Monica, so keep watching. I'm Keena Chin.
Santa Monica Update, your source for local news in Santa Monica. Santa Monica Update starts now.
Welcome to Santa Monica Update. You may know that all redevelopment agencies in the state were dissolved on February 1st. That raises the question of how projects that are now underway will be funded to completion. The City Council has designated itself as the successor agency to the Santa Monica Redevelopment Agency and will continue funding those projects which have enforceable contracts. These projects include rebuilding downtown parking structure number 6, renovating the Civic Auditorium, continuing work on 2 downtown parks, and completing projects related to the Expo Light Rail Line. These projects all have funds committed, and those commitments are known as enforceable obligations. That means that if the projects are terminated, the city would face legal consequences.
In connection with the Be Excited, Be Prepared campaign, Santa Monica recently held its first ever open house, where community residents and members got a chance to ask city staff about various projects going on in the city. I'm Yana Kay, and here's the story. Santa Monica resident Britton Rose manages 4 buildings in downtown Santa Monica. She's here tonight because she wants to meet the people in charge of parking structure 6 and find out more about its closure and demolition.
To meet with the project manager and the downtown Santa Monica person who would be the contact is really important for me because I need to know, all the pertinent information regarding the closure for our buildings and for our tenants.
Britton Rose was among a number of Santa Monica residents, employees, business owners, and other community members who came out for the very first Ask the Staff open house at the Ken Edwards Center.
The goal of tonight is really to have a conversation with people, to give everyone the opportunity to come up to the staff and the experts, our Partners Expo, and ask them the very personal questions that they've got on their minds about these projects, and to give the answers.
A handful of city departments were on hand as part of the Be Excited, Be Prepared campaign, representing various city projects such as the Expo Light Rail, the new Civic Center parks, water and sewer, street and bike improvement projects. Community members were able to talk to city staffers face to face.
This type of meeting, our open house, really allows people to get a glimpse in a comprehensive way as to what's going on. Also to understand which are public projects and which are private projects.
Now, if you're interested in any one of these projects and missed tonight's event, don't worry, because city officials say depending on tonight's success, they plan on having an open house once every 3 months. For Santa Monica City TV, I'm Yana Kay. For more information about the Be Excited, Be Prepared campaign and future projects, just visit santamonicaconstructs.org.
The Santa Monica Rotary Club is a forum for fellowship amongst ethical business and professional leaders. The Upward Bound House is a nonprofit organization supported by the Rotary Club. Upward Bound seeks to prevent homelessness in young families by providing temporary housing. Reporter Tamara Henry shows us that sometimes the best part of their support is decorating.
Family Place is a transitional housing facility with supportive services for homeless families in the Upward Bound House program, a nonprofit charity that's been in place since 1991.
We are on the front lines of the economic recession. What we're doing here is helping families who have lost their homes and helping them stabilize and get back on their feet into permanent housing.
And in trying to come up with a good charity that had a likelihood of winning this grant, we came to a conclusion that Upward Bound is one of the best charities active in Santa Monica.
The apartments are bare. They have a couple of beds and a kitchen table and some chairs. It's an amazing, wonderful experience. It's fun. I get to shop and I get to try to find beautiful things for a family.
shopping for furnishings with grant money, providing a home makeover for people who've been down on their luck.
I think that the emotion of both the volunteers and what they're putting into it, and also certainly the families when they open the door for that first reveal and they ask, are we home? Is this where we're going to be? And you see all of that stress go away.
I think they come to find things that maybe they didn't expect they'd have.
All these paintings are so bright and cheery. How many units are there here?
We have 21 units in our family place facility.
21, that's a lot of families.
It is.
On average, one unit is furnished every few weeks, and it takes about $1,000 to decorate. It's a launching pad. Clients feel more grounded with homey surroundings and are more able to find their inner peace.
Well, I got my peace back, and that allowed me to, function how I needed to function in society to, handle the business, be a full-time dad.
But then, there's a continuing, search for employment for the people, for them to move on to the next phase of their life. And to make it, even more complete, when that time comes, they get to take all the furnishings with them as a gift.
All of this decorating effort makes for a cozier home while families are upward bound. Reporting for Santa Monica Update, I'm Tamara Henry.
Members of the community who wish to volunteer with the decorating effort should call the Santa Monica Rotary Club at 310-917-3313. You're also invited to visit the website upwardboundhouse.org. While Americans were getting ready for the Super Bowl, Santa Monica had a Super Bowl of its own going on. Reporter RJ Andrews checked out the Superbowl-a-Thon at the AMF Bay Shore Lanes and came away with a unique sports story. Here's his report.
Santa Monica does lots of great events. This is particularly special because it involves the community, Santa Monica agencies, Santa Monica government, really coming together to fight homelessness and hunger.
We get all our coworkers together, all the people that we know from other agencies. We bowl, we laugh, we have an awesome time. It's for a great cause.
It is the 16th annual Superbowl-a-Thon benefiting the Westside Shelter and Hunger Coalition. We are here at the AMF Bayshore Lanes, and let me tell you, the energy is crazy. While everyone's focusing on the big game, we have the gamers here today.
Over 500 participants representing various businesses, social service agencies, and local government battled it out in a unique fundraising opportunity. The Santa Monica Superbowl-a-Thon, which was originated in 1977, has begun to take on a life of its own. And while the message of homelessness and hunger was at the forefront, camaraderie and competitiveness wasn't too far behind.
It's like totally the whole impact of sports and camaraderie and rivalry, and there's some great teams that are like really bowling against each other today.
The Super Bowl for bowling and agencies and in our city, so it's good. It's good. There's some competition in the air, but I think everybody's here to have a good time, have fun, and support each other.
We've got spirit, we've got joy, and we got bowling hype.
Well, everybody here, we all sit, we all have a good time, we're perfect together at work, so actually I think that's making us do a lot better. Actually in the bowling alley, as you can hear from some of the screaming behind me. I didn't expect I was going to have as much fun as I'm having, but it's really a good time.
9, 4, 9.
You just bowled a strike right now. Do you see what kind of energy is going on right now?
I do. In fact, I also just won something with my raffle ticket as well, so wow, this is the best Friday I've had all year.
This is cool. I mean, having such a wide cross-section of the community come to do this, support such a great event, it's perfect. I don't think it could get any better.
Adding to the Bowl-a-Thon festivities is a friendly rivalry that continues to exist between the police and fire chief.
This happens every year. And every year I have to come up and beat the fire chief. So it's really tough.
And are you going to do it again this year?
Of course, he's wearing a skirt.
So I dug it out, frankly, because I'm not much of a bowler, and I'm hoping to be able to distract the competition, in particular Jackman. I know how he likes my legs.
The support of nature and city participation is yet another reason that makes our great city stand out for this and other events in coming years.
This is a don't miss it event. This is one of the highlights of our year, and I would definitely encourage anyone to come and participate. You don't have to be part of the Westside Shelter and Hunger Coalition, and everyone from the community is welcome.
Reporting from the AMF Bayshore Lanes for Santa Monica Update, I'm RJ Andrews.
As you saw, groups from both business and the city came together to raise money for the Westside Shelter and Hunger Coalition. If you want more info about the Super Bowl-a-Thon and how you can participate in next year's festivities, just go to westsideshelter.org. Jaywalkers, you'd better change your ways. The Santa Monica Police Department will be focusing on pedestrian violations because they are a primary contributing factor in traffic collisions. So if you're thinking about jaywalking, walking against a red light, or a don't walk signal, or not yielding the right of way to oncoming traffic, you could be ticketed. If you need more information, you can call Sergeant Rubish at 310-458-8950 or Lieutenant Trisler at 310-458-8471. Better be careful, Santa Monica. Downtown parking structure number 6 on 2nd Street is now being dismantled. Rather than demolishing the structure, the garage is being dismantled piece by piece in order to minimize the impact on the surrounding area. The activity should continue through mid-April and will not require street closures. As soon as the structure is gone, new construction will begin and should be completed by late next year. For more info, just go to smgov.net/parking. The City of Santa Monica has launched a new mobile-friendly parking map that provides real-time parking availability for the city's 33 downtown and beach parking facilities. Using GPS technology, the site automatically centers the map to a user's current location and displays which nearby lots have available spaces and which lots are full. By allowing motorists to find parking more quickly, the city is hoping that cars will spend less time on the city streets so visitors can spend more time enjoying the city's beaches, restaurants, and shopping. The new site is part of a larger mobile website coming this spring where users will find information about city services and facilities, the city council, and links to a variety of other resources. To use this mapping technology on your mobile phone with internet capability, just go to smgov.net/mobile parking maps. There's a Seuss-abration coming to our town. On Saturday, March 3rd, it will be Dr. Seuss's birthday, so come down to the Santa Monica Main Library for a Super Seuss-abration. It begins at 10:30 a.m. with a wacky juggling show featuring the amazing David Cousin. Then from 11:30 to 1 p.m., you and your kids can enjoy crafts and other fun activities related to Dr. Seuss. It'll be fun for the whole family. For more information, call the Youth Services Department at 310-458-8621. In honor of their new show, OVO, now playing at the Santa Monica Pier, Cirque du Soleil is underwriting a month of free Sundays at the Santa Monica Pier Aquarium. Every Sunday in February, everyone can get into the Pier Aquarium for free to see the crustaceans and other creatures of the deep on display in the watery depths of the aquarium tanks. OVO is about the world of insects, and crustaceans are the ocean's counterpart of land-based insects, so that's where the connection with the Cirque's show becomes clear. For more info, just go to healthebay.org/SMPA or call 310-393-6149. Well, that's it for this edition of Santa Monica Update. I'm Kina Chin, and for all of us at CityTV, thanks for watching. Check it out at the Santa Monica Public Library. Homelessness touches us all in some way, even if it's just the people we pass walking down the street. The library is a good place to go to get the facts on different aspects of this human condition. I Beat the Odds, From Homelessness to the Blind Side and Beyond, might be a good place to start. Or At Home on the Street, People, Poverty, and a Hidden Culture of Homelessness. And Blanket of Stars, Homeless Women in Santa Monica really hits close to home. There are also books that offer hope and inspiration, such as Breaking Night, a memoir of forgiveness, survival, and my journey from homeless to Harvard. And then there's Growing a Garden City. Whatever your perspective is, the library will have something to help you expand it. For these and other books, audiobooks, CDs, and DVDs, check out our online catalog at smpl.org.